I'm Jessica McElveen, and I am here to tell you one massive thing that's really been popping into my clients' worlds at the moment. And it's around the theme of trying so hard to prevent all meltdowns, all big emotions, all big reactions, trying to prevent the no's from children, trying to prevent that defiant no, I don't want to do that, or I'm going to ignore you, trying to prevent all of these behaviors that we don't like to see from your children. And within the quiet clients that I've been serving, it's been bubbling down to one thing that I wanted to share with you in case it resonates with you. So there's one major thing that I want to make really clear around children having emotions and meltdowns and experiencing this in their body is that it's not wrong. Okay, so we're living in a world at the moment, and be really careful about this and being sucked into it. We're living in a world at the moment that is trying to prevent these massive meltdowns and ensure that your children can self-regulate from the ages of 3 and 4 and 5 and 6. And that's just not plausible for the child brain. Not going to happen 100% of the time. Forget about it. So one is that meltdowns are normal, they're going to happen, and it's actually an opportunity for that child to learn. So if you consider childhood to be a training ground, which is what I often say in my programs, then it's an opportunity for that brain and that body to learn, to grow, and to understand how to navigate that emotion in their body for their future. So you're actually giving them a gift by allowing that to take place and not resisting it and not trying to prevent it. The trap that I see parents falling into is that the prevention is often coming from a fear within themselves. So for one client this week, it was around the fear of not being seen as worthy, not being listened to, meant that she was not worthy. She was not important enough. She was not respected by her child. So she would nicely talk to her child with her directions and instructions, very nice, give him time and time and time, and give him all of the choices in the world. Now, I'm not saying that this is not appropriate. It is. However, when it gets past the point of I'm actually just trying to be nice all of the time to prevent a meltdown, that's when we're in the danger zone. Because one is that we are constantly feeding into their need to be, you're on eggshells all the time, actually. And that means your energy is affected. You're more than likely exhausted, and that then leads to reactions that you don't want to have. So usually when this nice behavior comes on in, it then leads to an explosion from the parent, because how long can you keep that up for? It's the same as children. We're actually no different. So my recommendation in these situations is to not try and avoid the meltdown. They are a gift. They are a necessary learning experience for the child. It allows them to prepare for teenage years, adulthood, because these big emotions and people inconveniencing us, never going away. Never going away. This is the world we live in. And please know that just because there are meltdowns, it does not mean there's something wrong with your child. Yes, I often need to look at the frequency and the intensity with my clients, because that can be supported and helped. And we need to look at the dynamics and dig a little deeper. But please know that it is normal, and it doesn't mean that you're doing anything wrong.